What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
I waited all my life for this moment. Yeah. The harder I work, closer it's coming. Yeah. I feel it in the air tonight. Yeah. I feel it in the air tonight. Yeah. I feel it in the air.
Recording now. Oh man. I'm sitting here trying to do this shit, and this motherfucking thing he accepted every picture except the front of my ID.
Was it out of focus?
No. It ain't even been submitted yet. They won't even let me submit it yet. So I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is you doing? And it ain't like I just sent it via email or something. I swear, man, Model Central is a fucking trip. People don't realize the shit we gotta go through to maintain these sites. And then they the only ones that want you to renew shit. Right.
Well, shit, I'm just trying to stay on the site without getting suspended.
Yeah, I saw you say you got suspended on Instagram. That is, trust me, baby girl, that is no surprise.
Oh, I've been suspended.
That is no surprise.
I had a run-in with early in my modeling career. I think I had like 3,000 followers, and they cut me off.
I think what it is, what people don't realize, is that these fuckers, they do that shit on purpose. They run a what I call a sweep, where they just go through and randomly, if you don't have the blue check mark, they randomly just, period. And because even with me, like, because I always hear this when people talk about black creators a lot of times.
Well, like,
and sex workers, we go through that. Black creators and sex workers
I have not posted. What's on there that I posted is nothing that I've seen other things posted just like that on Instagram. I need to figure out how to get a blue check. Can someone help me out about getting a blue check?
It's crazy to me because I'm like, at the end of the day, like for example, like even with YouTube, like some of my videos will get age restricted. Yeah. And it ain't, and what's so funny is it's not even the cover. It's because of the wording in the title. And I'm sitting there like, but then when I see other videos, especially white creators that might have something similar in their title, they don't get age restricted.
I think I might have got flagged because I put my Sex Panther link on there. So I was thinking, but I'm like, that's not soliciting. I mean, it's virtual. I'm not going to go hook up. And plus, I'm like, I'm just telling you where I'm at.
Yeah. But see, no, what it is it's kind of the same reason why I left Patreon. You can't post any link that attaches to a sex worker link. Because, like, I remember when I used to do, the only thing, they won't let you post OnlyFans no more. Links. That's why you can put the link, like, in your profile. Yeah. That's why you see so many girls say, hit the link on my profile or, hit the link in my bio.
Yeah, but I'm like, look, we all playing a game here. We want to pretend that we're not looking for sex, and I guess that's the game they want to play, right? We all know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You ain't got to lie. Jeez,
It's just to me, that's why I'm like, with social media, that's why I tell females, you should have pro pictures. Because pro pictures enable you to not get fucked with. Period. Because even to the point that it kind of like, think about it. Those influencers, they don't get bothered.
Yeah,
and they be posting similar pictures.
I feel like this. When I'm less active on Instagram, I don't get bothered. I've been active lately in posting, and whenever that seems to happen, shit always happens to me. That's why my Instagram is so pathetic as far as what's up there and following, because for the longest time, I literally just left it alone. Because if I leave it alone, they won't bother me.
Yeah, because it's kind of like with me, the only thing I post on my Instagram is podcast shit. I don't really post nothing about my porn or none of that.
The sad part
because
is that all my DMs are all porn related. That's why I'm like, you got people with blue check marks in my DM box ask me for porn videos or a section.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, don't act like it doesn't happen.
But see, the problem is that all these social media sites, first of all, let's just keep it 100. They ran by white folk.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they are trying, many of these companies are publicly traded. So they're overlooked.
Yeah.
But then they're so worried that they will lose their public trading license. That's why the biggest problem with some of these companies when they decide to go public.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, now you guys are going to have to find me on Twitter or OnlyFans or Twitter at the moment, because I don't know if I'll get my Instagram page back up. And then I try to be slick and do another one with another email address, and they still block me. So I might be off of Instagram for a minute.
And like this to me, if the way, it's funny, I had to hear people. I even hear like Lovely T. She's a vlogger. She deals with that shit with Instagram sometimes, where she literally got to contact Instagram and even contact YouTube from time to time. So it's kind of crazy to me that as much as social media, because just like with Twitter, it kills me that if you can get deleted, not for your post, for your profile picture, for your banner. You know what I'm saying? Every time when I get close to 3,000 followers on every Instagram, now hopefully this Smokers Lounge, I don't get fucked with. Even though I have been posting some porn shit on it, but not as much as I did my other pages. But every time I get close to 3,000 followers, I get kicked off and got to restart. And unfortunately for us, there's no other platforms that we can really use or go to that is that popular, black owned, let's make that clear, that we can go to that, we can really promote. Period. That's why this platform
like that. Maybe someone will come out with a decent platform where, Flickr's a great platform, but it's old and nobody knows what the fuck Flickr is, and they charge. But Flickr, you can put whatever the fuck you want on there as long as it's not violence. And this is what kills me. So you can post a fight or something on that, but I can't show my tits.
People was posting the dude for PNB Rock getting shot on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You had the motherfuckers on live. You had the guy that went around on live, IG Live, shooting people. They didn't take his live down. They didn't shut his page down. But they shut down a sex worker's page in a heartbeat. It's just crazy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this. I'm sorry, we got to get back into it. Hello, everybody, and if you're watching, and we're using a new app, as you can notice, because I'm a little closer up on it, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Premium Smoke Room, and welcome to the wonderful podcast known as the Blasian Goddess Hour, with our wonderful and sexy host, Kellie Shin.
Hi, everyone. So I don't know if I look a little different. I'm back home at my other home, and so I left all my wigs here. So I'm like, I'm going to bring them out and start wearing them every now and then. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. It was like, because when I started seeing you with the new hair, I said, oh shit, she's switching it up on the motherfucker.
She's a new girl, right? But not really, but sort of.
Yeah. So, people, you know what it is. We're sponsored by ExciteBunny.com, LSWorld.com, and EroticismMagazine.com. And every now and then, you might hear us on Fully Swap Radio or on the Skyhawk After Dark. That's when we release one of these for free for you people to enjoy, to give you a sample of what you're missing if you're not subscribed to the Premium Smoke Room. So we are back, and the girl and the boy is back. What you been up to, yo? You've been moving.
I've been driving a lot. That's what I've been doing. So I don't know if you can tell. I'm in. I'll use the general state. I'm in the South, so I have a house in the South, and then I have a house on the West Coast. So I drove from the West Coast to Vegas for a content party or shoot, where I made some really cool content, and I made some new friends, saw some old friends. And then from there, I drove to Arizona to see my parents. And then from there, I drove down south because my house is down here, and I had to attend my son's graduation. I don't know if you guys know, but Miss Shin has kids, too. And my oldest graduated from basic. So I had been down there to see that. Now I'm back here, and I'm in my house playing with my wigs, and just like a whole bunch of stuff has happened. I got banned off Instagram today. I got on Sex Panther. That's been exciting. I've been working with a Bad Bunnies. I don't know if you. They're out of Vegas, but they have a pretty decent Instagram following. I've been working with them as well. So just lots of work and getting ready to head to Atlanta to do some work on Monday to shoot. And then next month, in October, I'm going to have to drive to Vegas for another, for the Spooktacular, right? That,
I've been seeing them promoting that on Twitter.
And then go back to Oregon, and then go to Dallas to shoot again.
You've been driving all over the United States.
I have. I've been through, I've been driving. My car hates me probably right now. Like, what happened to her? I didn't used to drive my car as much, but I've been driving it a lot lately.
So with the content, the first content that you were talking about and stuff, like who did you work with? Because I know you mentioned that you're now a proud member of Team VP. Shouts out to Mr. Nuts.
I am. So this previous content workshop, I like to call them workshops because that's what they are. They're not they're not so much parties, workshop, because we're learning from each other, learning from other professionals. I met some new folks. I met, let me just make Mr. Nuts, first of all. I had never met Mr. Nuts before. I had heard of him, but he's quite the character. So I met him, and then I met Randy Denmark, and a bunch of other people, Taylor Nicole, Mia Molotov.
Nice.
Yeah. Richard Mann was there, of course. Mysterious, AJ Fresh. A lot of new talent. Magenta, I think, X. She's pretty cool from out of New York. So, yeah, it was good. Met Jonathan from Team VP. I don't know I just know him as Jonathan. Is Jonathan...
Talking about Jonathan Jordan?
Yeah, I just call him Jonathan.
Yeah, I know talking about.
And then Helena. And so, yeah, it was really great. Like, just met a bunch of people. And just, like I said, we worked and made some really great content. Quality content. So it was good. It was good.
Yeah, because...
and I worked with Dallas. Yeah. I can't forget Dallas, because Dallas...
Yeah, how did you enjoy working with
awesome.
One of the family members? One of the family members of the podcast.
He was awesome, and we did I don't want to say too much, but, he's really into the Joker, right? So we did a Joker and Punchline, because Punchline is another character very similar to...
Yeah!
So we did a little spoof porn video on that. So that was really cool. Yeah, he did an awesome job. It looks awesome.
Well, which is interesting because I actually, I keep it with comic books as it is, and like I follow this YouTube channel that it's called the Comic Studio, and they always like review the different books or do like a dramatic reading of the comic books. And I remember the storyline that involved Punchline, and It's like that. To me, I feel that black people need to really, in porn, should really dibble dabble more into the cosplay. You know, because even to the point, like, me hearing about the backlash that what's her name, Holly, the singer, that she's supposed to be doing the
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Yeah. So I'm planning to see a whole bunch of black girls doing the Little Mermaid and porn.
Right. Yeah, I'm like, but you know, like, I guess, like, you know, for me, I guess cosplay to me, probably because of my age, maybe just from the generation that I came from, like, you know, I'm kind of like, it's fun to do every now and then, you know, but like, I can get into certain characters, but then some characters I'm like, you know, they don't do much for me. You know,
because the thing of it also too, for a person cosplay, they got to really be into that world to some extent to even understand or even to capture the character.
Yeah.
You know, like you said with Dallas, he understands the Joker. He's a fan of the Joker. He understands Batman. Actually, the Joker he probably was portraying was the one from the Batman animated series, where that Joker was actually black and had dreadlocks versus the normal traditional Joker that we know.
Right.
You know, period. And it's just funny that, like, for example, like, it was a lot of unrest with the news that they're about to make Professor X black. Because my man shouts out to Big Brother Almighty, who's been killing it lately, acting-wise. I can't figure his name offhand. But all y'all remember School Days, Big Brother Almighty, he been doing a lot of shit. He did Better Saul. He was on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was in that. He actually did a series way back in the day. I think it was called like Bakersfield.
Yeah, and he was even in Star Wars.
Yes.
He was even in Star Wars in The Mandalorian. And it was just funny how, which I was happy. I didn't see a lot of backlash for them talking about him being Professor X. It threw me because I'm like, well, because I'm a comic book purist to a certain extent.
Right.
And it's one thing for Nick Fury to be turned black, because if anyone that followed comic books, Nick Fury was white. Mm-hmm. And they turned him black, but it wasn't a big deal because he was a supplementary character. Right. But when you talk about someone iconic as Professor X and the storyline behind him and his, you know, his whole backstory, y'all got to change the backstory to fit the brother now. Because it's kind of like, I expect when they do this X-Men, and if he is Professor X, I expect to see some shit going down. He's from Harlem. I expect we talking about the racism. We talking about the civil rights movement and shit like that, because I remember the first X-Men when they were talking about Magneto.
Yes.
He was, you know, he was a part of the Holocaust.
He was in the Holocaust, correct. He was a concentration camp survivor, correct.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, to me, if you're going to change the race of the character, you better change the mythos to go with it for it to make sense. Because if you're any comic book curious, they're going to want it to be authentic as fuck.
Yeah, you know, I can understand that, but at the same time, you're kind of like, you know, times are changing and things change. So, you know, sometimes you just got to go with it. You know, I know, like, some people, like, the Little Mermaid, because I've seen some people kind of like, and I'm like, you know, I think someone posted something like, no one made a big deal with when old boy took Kung Fu from Bruce Lee, and it was a white, some Chinese dude. No one said shit then.
But see, it seems a different time.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Hollywood, how many real Asian actors play the Asian roles? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like when, God, I can't think of his fucking name. They played Kung Fu.
David Carradine.
They was going to, David Carradine. They was going to make him Asian. You know, period. Because their thought process was, okay, we're going to make this white person Asian. Because I used to watch, like for example, The King and I. That supposed to be an Asian guy.
He did that, obviously.
That supposed to be an Asian guy. I mean, because the play that it was made for. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was definitely, I think they have definitely, back then there was a community, right? And then they pulled from that community. But, I'm just kind of like, things are changing. You're going to see all sorts of changes and maybe in positions where typically it's this. Well, now it's going to be this.
Yeah.
We go back to the whole thing with, remember if you're a bi male coming into porn, into straight porn type of thing? Like, hey, that happens now. You got bi guys. What are you going to do? Tell them no?
But see, the thing of it is in the middle section of porn, which I call the mid-level, they can get away with that. But when it comes to the top level, like the Vivens, the Playboys, they still stuck in that 1980s.
And that's okay. They can
John Holmes called AIDS.
And they stay stuck on it, They can stay stuck on it. That, But, the good thing is now I feel like people have different avenues now, right? So they don't have to, well, if I can't, go to the big studios, I can go somewhere else. Or I can make my own big studio. Hollywood's proven that. You get all these, one-off, films and stuff that are doing well without these big money productions or, so you can go elsewhere,
Yeah. Because even to the point, I was talking, shots out to Sean Dam. He was recently on my show. And, again. And we got to get him on your show. I would love to see.
I know, I need to get a guest. I haven't had a guest on my show. I've been, slacking over here. I got to get some people.
I mean, you kind of can't help it. You've been driving across the United States.
I've been, giving blowjobs and, driving. So, I've been a little busy.
But like I said, we were talking about that, and I asked him, I said, what makes a porn star in 2022? And now it's about the level. Because before, it was a clear definition of what makes a porn star. Now, the definition is muddy. Because you have content creators who feel that they're porn stars. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then, because I got to actually tell some content creators that I interviewed, you do realize you're a porn star. You're not a content creator. And he brought up a good point in something I was saying. When you say content creator, you're giving yourself a blanket statement.
Yes.
Because now you're saying, okay, I'm a content creator. The next question, okay, what content do you create? So either way, you're going to have to come out your mouth and say, well, yeah, I do porn. I do this. I'm a webcammer. I'm this. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I listen to YouTubers, they just don't say I'm a YouTuber. They say, well, I'm a drama channel. I'm a celebrity gossip YouTuber.
Gotcha. It's because it's bad to say you're porn, right? Because if I can't put porn on Instagram, they're going to flag me. So if I say content creator, it's very broad in general. They're not going to flag me.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, in which I also discussed when it came to a couple of things, because of course everyone knows about what's been going on with Ray J and Kim Kardashian and that sex tape craze and shit like that. And I said this before, and it feels to me it's always been a systematic evaluation of the porn business from the time that Pamela and Tommy did this shit all the way up to now.
Right.
Period. And what's so funny is that the major porn companies made this hell on themselves. Because, and I told people, think about this. When I say devalue, they paid, and let me make this clear, they paid these two people, Ray J and Kim Kardashian, $400,000 apiece for a sex tape that was less than 15 minutes. But you will not pay your top talent no more than $1,000 at best. And she's doing anal and gangbang.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they opened that door when they started buying these celebrity sex tapes because, one, they knew it was coming to the day that this was coming.
Right.
Trust me, the industry knew. Because they used to tell me, no, don't have the girls come out here. It's a waste of time. There ain't enough work. Right. Tell them to film their own shit. They were saying this back in 2010. So they knew it was coming. They knew the content creation was coming. Content creation era.
Well, I think, too, celebrities have that instant branding, right? So that's why people go and, think that, it's an instant brand. When you're, like, starting out in porn or just a porn person, it's like, who are you? Because you have, to be noticed, you do have to talk about those big studios. Getting to those big studios is hard. It's not an easy thing to do. They want to, they're very nitpicky, and, some, it's kind of like, I feel like you don't know what they want. Because I look at some big studio work where I'm like, oh, I can see why that girl is there, or why that talent is there. And then some, I'm just like, I'm scratching my head, like, I don't understand why this talent is here. When there's other talent here that people don't want. Or like, I see that girl has some stretch marks, but you don't like my C-section scar. Okay. Or just, because I've talked to, it's been interesting. I've been talking to different agents, people like, oh, are you interested in studio work? And to be honest with you, I kind of shy away from it because I don't want to have to go by their standard. I want to go by, the standard is me. I set my own standard. I don't want to have to meet your standard because you want this look. Well, that's fine. Then go over there. I'll stay over here.
Well, see, the thing is with these major companies, whether people know it or not, they're struggling. They just don't want to admit it. They're not going to put it out there, but they are. Because the reason why I'm saying that, so people understand, the reason why I say that, because I go back to West Coast production and I go back to base labels. When the internet started to pop, they tried to do the membership website. Right. Because originally their website was nothing about just buying DVDs or showcasing the DVD titles that they had.
Right.
They were not able to make the adjustment to the internet. And they didn't know how to market their shit for the internet. Period. That's how I know. Now, the ones that survived, such as Vivid and Playboy, they were too big not to.
Right.
Because they've been there too long. But now, Playboy ain't got their, Playboy don't have their magazine no more. Not really. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest, who the fuck buy that shit? Yeah. Period. Now they have the girls go on there to do little podcast shit and stuff like that. Vivid, I ain't heard nothing from them. Period. Even though they're around, you don't hear much from them. The only people you really hear from is like the Brazzers, the Reality Kings, and Not Americans and stuff like that. Period. Even they're struggling because I've been hearing they're doing paid content. They're doing paid content shoots. And the reason why, because none of these girls want to go shoot for them. Because, for one reason, I don't need you for exposure. Right. You're not paying me more than what the fuck I'm making on my own. Right. And the male talents that I need, hell, the ones you booking, they coming to me to do content anyway. So they see what's going on. And trust me, they thought it was going to end when OnlyFans said what they said. Trust me, them motherfuckers were toasting in the damn conference room there and said, yes, OnlyFans fucked up. Yes, I've been waiting for this. It ain't changed nothing. Didn't change nothing. Just got OnlyFans. OnlyFans still around. It's still being used. And like I said, girls don't need Hollywood anymore. Because take away not only just the OnlyFans, customs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sex Panther. All this wasn't prevalent back in the day.
Okay, so I have to tell you about my Sex Panther experience, right? My pussy is numb today because I've been on Sex Panther for like 2 to 3 days. Only 2 to 3 days. And I've been busy. Yeah, it's been super enjoyable, like seeing all these different dicks for me. And they all come differently. Like some have like really fast shooting, like ejaculation. Some's like trippy. So it's been interesting to see, and big ones, small ones, and all sorts of different things and things that like people want to do. It's interesting. It's like I think if you want to do research on human behavior, this is perfect. Sex paint.
Sex have been around for so long, night clerks, all that shit. And that's why I tell females, you have to find avenues other than shooting content within the sex trade to make money.
Right.
Period. Because in this day and age, I'm going to say this, 25 years ago, you could just make money off of content, that's it. That died down when the business got more saturated, got more normalized, and got more mainstream. And what I mean mainstream is not the companies. Mainstream as in the mainstream public knows.
Correct.
Period. Because people don't realize how much and we talked about it on this show, movies, how much OnlyFans changed the whole atmosphere.
Right.
Period. To the point that, and what they did to change the atmosphere, because that's the other thing that people don't realize. A lot of the shit, like the Jimmy Smack, they released that news. They did it for a reason. The reason was to get more Jimmy Smacks, the average dude, to get OnlyFans. To get the average chick to get an OnlyFans. Because they know that's money. More people that's on there, the more money is going to make. Plus, the celebrities always use porn as a, well, let me get rich quick or make a shitload of money quick situation. And I'm sorry, I have never seen a good sex tape. Even the Tommy Lee shit, that shit was garbage as fuck. I don't understand why they sold.
Well, because it was her.
Yeah.
And that's what people...
And the dick suck was terrible. I was like, that shit was painful.
I never saw it.
I want to unsee it. I saw that one in the Kim Kardashian. Now, that's the one where I said, I could be way better than Ray J.
Well, she probably...
I could be way better than Ray J.
She was probably like, what the hell is this shit?
But that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, don't get twisted, Ray J is packing. But the point being is, like when I watched Kevin Gates, right? When his sex tape, I saw a little bit of that. I'm sitting there looking at these motherfuckers like, it's a reason why we do what we do.
Sure. Yeah.
Civilians.
Right. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Because to me, but see, that's when it goes back to, like I said before, slowly but surely, porn stars lost that respect and that allure and that aura because of this era, period. But it's starting to come back because, once again, I tell people, always come back to us, baby. Because the fans get tired of that reality bullshit, 6-minute fuck ass. They gonna want quality after a while, man.
Absolutely. They want someone that's going to do a good job.
Yeah. Because, I'm sorry, not everybody look good fucking.
No. And not everyone can fuck.
That one. So
luckily, though, I can fuck, so.
Yeah, I didn't see you in action.
Hence why I made this field.
Yeah. And then why everybody want to shit with your face. Oh my God! Oh snap! So, what are we gonna talk about tonight?
We're gonna talk about what happened with you.
Oh, with me?
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah. Well, to people that listen to this show, the fans of the show, me and my boys, Campus Hills, we are being honored by Beats and Bars. There's an organization that does support hip hop in the city and in the state. They do a lot of events such as battle rap and shit of that nature and stuff. And they, one day I think my man Angelo, he has his own business where he does installation, where he installs shit. He's good with the drill. And he was talking to a lady. He just told him that he used to rap back in the day. Somebody alerted her. No, he just didn't rap. Him and his boys. They were big. So she did her research, and then she hit him up and said, we're going to honor you. You know, and then, like I said, this past week we got together to talk about it and everything. And also, you know, we was on IG Live discussing our shows and everything. And then eventually, like all rap groups, once you bring up the past, the trauma begins.
Does it come with the territory?
I think so. Because when I sat there and thought about it the next morning, I said, damn, we know different than the rest of these rap groups. Because, like, when I think about B2K and a lot of these rap groups that ended up, you know, being at odds with each other and everything, or what have you, I was like, damn, we kind of like that too, because because the issues that was brought up was like 20 years old. Oh, we was in our 20s, early 30s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how a lot of people harbor it. Because it was funny, I went outside to smoke a cigarette. We were talking about The Hot Spot, one of our favorite shows we ever did. I come back in, we talking about, you know, how this guy, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to divulge it so much. But then again, shit, we was on IG Live, who cares? How, you know, Twip didn't try to bring us along as much, and mad because this guy, this outside, we felt was outside infiltrated, and he did this and he did that. And my thing, I told him, I said, dude, it was meant for us to make, we would have made it. And I think the problem is, and I think this is a lot of problem with a lot of these guys, being at peace with not making it.
Yeah.
And a lot of motherfuckers can't be at peace with it. And I noticed that with my man 12, with my man 6. You know, Angelo, he's at peace with it. I've been at peace with it. My man Santa's been at peace with it. Many of our other friends been at peace with it. But these two here, they're not at peace with it. And if you're not at peace with it, you're not going to be able to live your life fully.
No.
You know, because you're always going to be saying, oh, God, I wish I would have made it. I'm like I told them, I said, if we did make it, I don't think we would still be friends after it's all said and done.
Yeah, true, right?
You know?
You don't know.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, to me, I just think that, which also goes back to when porn stars retire. You know, you hear some porn stars acting bitter because of the business, and I'm like, it's the business you chose.
Right.
You know what you walked into. You know, if it didn't work out for you, it just didn't work out for you. Right. It is what it is.
Right.
You know, because just like I laughed at Kim Kardashian, oh, I'm worried about my child seeing the video. And woman, your child already know about the video because half the parents in his school didn't seen the motherfucker and probably didn't talk about it, and their child heard about it and went to him.
Well, you know what's funny? Because this was years back, and I had this young lady. This is when the app was out. They had the Kim Kardashian app game. And I was telling her mom, I said, oh, that's funny. Isn't that funny how this girl does a sex tape and now she has her own app and stuff, right? And the little girl, she wasn't little. She was like a teenager. She was probably like 15 years old. And she was like, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah. I said, that's how everybody kind of first kind of knew. Well, that's how I knew about her. Was from the sex tape and then this TV show. I mean, I don't hold nothing against her. They've done, I think I have to say this. They have done a great job getting to where they are.
Yeah.
People can talk about them, call them this, and that, but somebody valued them enough to give them what they have now.
Yeah. Because, see, controversy creates cash. Great book by my man from Eric Bischoff, Wrestling Promote from WCW. Very good book. He didn't talk about it. He said, but like the title said, controversy creates cash. And it's something I heard somebody else say on another podcast with brought a good point. Yeah, Mimi Faust, who actually got paid more for her sex tape, went through the trouble of re-recording the sex tape. But she did not get the level of success outside of it, notoriety, and the whole nine compared to Kim Kardashian.
Well, here's the thing. She didn't have Kris Jenner.
Oh, and by the way, she didn't have the complexion for the protection either. Because Mimi is black, Kim is white. So it was kind of like, because it's funny how Kim is looking like the innocent one, like she had nothing to do with the leakage. Ray J's being a pariah. I know it fucked up his career because he was on a good trajectory. He was on a good trajectory at the time. He didn't need the sex.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if you followed like every man that they had was okay before them. The problem came when they got with them and then after them.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed to be okay.
Some women can ruin a dude. Some women can ruin a dude.
Oh, they have a whole clan full of them.
Because they think
from
about
the top and trickling down into order.
Yeah. Because think about it. Reggie Bush did it. What have we done? Have we seen Reggie Bush lately? Nope. My boy, what's his name? Some Austin. He played for the Cowboys. And we ain't seen him. The other dude that she married on her show. We haven't seen him. And we see what's going on with Kanye.
Yeah.
Well, then again, that's Kanye, so it is what it is.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure if there would have been a different direction, it'd be a different version. That was probably But hey,
because to me, it's
that's them. You know, if you can sleep good at night, doing all that, then good for you. What can I say?
But see, what I hate is when, like for example, the whole reason why the sex tape came back up because of the show they did on.
I watched it,
and which is funny because they were bold-faced lying because she always had the tape. Rachel never had the tape. Rachel just gave through the computer that had the paperwork on there. You feel what I'm saying? He never had the tape. The only people that had the tape is the guy that owns Vivi and her.
Well, here's the thing, though. Reality TV, again, is not reality TV. It's just unscripted acting. Yeah,
to the smart people, but we're talking about the idiots.
Well, you can't help them. Because I don't know. I think I told you I did a reality TV show. Oh, I didn't tell you that.
Do tell.
So I did a reality TV show that was on Spike TV. I don't know if you remember Spike TV.
Yeah, I remember Spike TV.
Yeah, so I learned very quickly, because I'm thinking, oh, this is like a reality TV. This is like real. And then I show up, I'm like, well, you're not what you say you are. You're not what you... And then I quickly learn it's unscripted acting. They're trying to get they want a certain reaction out of you. They want people to think something. Like one of my scenes, it seemed like I cussed, but I didn't cuss. All they did was edit it to bleep it. So it sounded like I cussed, but I didn't cuss.
Yeah. Because even to the point, like, everybody was dragging Sheree for She by Sheree. And I don't think people thought about this. They needed a storyline for her this season. Did people really think that this woman that took all this time to finally get her house in order, meaning it actually fixed up? Because what job she got? What business do she have? You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I've never heard her having a business. You know what I'm saying? We know what Marta will do. We know what pretty much every girl on that housewife do but Sheree. So to me, that fashion show that was put together was on the dime of Bravo. Them outfits was on the dime of Bravo. She didn't pay for shit. And then the shit that we seeing online, I can pull up the site right now and do the same thing as her.
Yeah, so it's not, they have to, it's entertainment, folks. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
You really...
But I don't know what people was expecting, though. What they were expecting? High fashion? From Sheree? We ain't seen no drawings of her shit in the years that she been on there. We ain't never seen her model some shit that she put together. You feel what I'm saying? All the time we see her, she's in Gucci or Versace. She ain't no Steve Austin. We ain't seen no drawing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've been around a fashion site, they got a room straight up set up with
their stuff and
with their stuff. We ain't never seen that shit. We didn't see any part of her house. We ain't seen that when she draw. So I don't know why people think that what they were expecting when she said she was dropping. a motherfucker talking about some, that's like a motherfucker. We ain't never seen your ass do any fucking porn or none of this shit. And you drop a porn scene, the shit garbage. And everybody like, I can't believe it was garbage. Well, I never did porn. You never been in front of a camera, what you expect? Now, some motherfucker, that first time you either got lucky or like with me. My first shoot, I was nervous as fuck. I got lucky that it went well. You feel me? Now, after a couple of shoots, it was routine. Right. But your first shoot, man, it's either 50% you gonna fuck it up, 50% you gonna blow it out the water. There's no middle ground. Especially for dudes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Personally, I was super excited about my first professional shoot. I was like ready to go. You know, like I said, like every scene for me is a competition. So that's how I.
Yeah. Because people don't realize that it's kind of like when you are it's a difference between civilians and porn stars. And like I said before, is you got to have a certain mentality because one, a lot of these dudes that's on these OnlyFans, you ain't got a cameraman in your face. You ain't even got a light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I got, my shit, I got a little, studio light.
Right.
I always had studio. From the first time I filmed, I always had light. Because me being in photography, because you want to light up the fucking room. Right. Yeah. Even when I ain't had lights, I took the shade off the lampshade. There you go. It just that smart. You know what I'm saying? Period. But it's kind of like, that's why when first time I heard the term civilian used in porn was Missy Stone. And I said, you know something, she got a point. Yeah, civilian versus porn star. No different than athlete versus...
So what we call, so us coaches sometimes, when we talk about, like, athletic population, we go athletic gen pop.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, my goodness. So, how was it working with Nuts? How was it working?
He's a kick in the pants. He's great. He's very professional. He is. He's very professional. Mm-hmm. So I can see why he has built what he has. Very strategic, very thoughtful. I don't know if you guys know, but he was in the military and worked at corporate America. So that's great because he has great leadership and organizational skills, which that's hard to come by sometimes.
Yeah, because I remember when they first started Team VP, they was really doing a whole bunch of stuff in New York. Mm-hmm. And actually, if you want to go there, he, in my opinion, was the inventor of the content house. Mm-hmm. Because he was doing content houses when it wasn't even a thing with Team VP, where he invited a bunch of girls, guys, they hook up. Because I know that with Misty Blue, she was one of the founders also along with him. And I could be wrong. Miss Nuts, if you happen to watch this, you can't come on the show and correct me. I want to make sure
I might have to dig him out of his he's always editing.
So it was kind of like, that's how it started. And then she stepped away for the most part, and he just kept it rolling. Mm-hmm. Especially when he moved down south. Mm-hmm. Because it was just funny. I could tell, I was like, yeah, he been doing it for some years. And a lot of times, and like I said, even with producers, I know he go through it, all of us go through it, where we get dragged by models because they feel some type of way because it didn't go the way that they liked it or the way that they wanted it.
Right.
Or what have you. That's why I tell people, before you take the word of somebody, do the research first to make sure. And because what happened to them may not happen to you.
Well, I had we actually shot, I don't know if you saw that he released, he has a series I think it's called Whoop That Ass, I think it's.
Yeah.
And so I did a series with him. We did a few shoots together. So it was really fun. Mm-hmm. And it's out, by the way. If you go on.
Yeah. And what's so funny is, as much as he is a good cameraman and producer, he's a damn good male talent.
Oh, yes.
He's a damn good male talent. Damn good male talent.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like him. Willie Till, Pussy Bandit, they man, he be doing.
I'm trying to find the clip, and I saw it earlier, but hold on, I'll find the clip here shortly. But yeah, he's like I said, very organized, great leadership skills. So I can definitely see why he is where he is.
Yeah, because it was like a lot of motherfuckers. I'd be like, and here's the kicker: motherfuckers come on their dime to come fuck with him.
Yes.
You know why? You know what I'm saying? Which shows you the level. Yeah, I saw that.
Can't show this.
Oh, that's dirty side.
I could just see you just showing that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But like I said, and two, also, I love the fact, one of the things I love that they used to do was everybody dress up and they took pictures, the girls dressed in nice dress and they dressed in suits and stuff like that. And I like that. Yeah. Pretty. Yeah,
show them like, hey, we're people too, and, we just like to take our clothes off and fuck. Yeah, just people like to watch TV and, do other stuff. We like to fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the purpose of being a porn star.
Correct.
Dude, fuck, goddammit. That's the point.
That's the whole point. Absolutely.
But see, the thing that I'm starting to see is that now we're getting, as much as it's getting extreme, I'm starting to see we're getting back to the role play. We're getting back to them type scenes now. Because I keep saying it. It comes back to what porn originally was. Storytelling.
Yeah, with sex. Yeah, it's like doing a little mini movie.
Yeah. Because to me, like I always said, and we talked about it before, my day we filmed towards a DVD. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I like when I see guys and ladies film storytelling. They give me a skit with the fucking.
Right.
Like I said, with Blush Rock and shots out to the cinematographer, the shit that he be doing. Mr. Nuts, Richard Mann, my man Heck Tech, congratulations. I talked to him last night. You need to hook up with Heck Tech.
I don't know who
and Go. I meant to mention you to them last night when we were talking.
Heck Tech.
Because
Twitter?
Yeah, Heck Tech Desires. I seen the HEKTEK Desires. Him and Go and stuff. Actually, they're going to be doing a content event. But they were doing the content event in Vegas, and Go and moved to Vegas. So, and Heck Tech is good as shit. There's a list of producers that I would send a girl to in a heartbeat. He's one of them. Him, Nuts, Richard, my man Shoot Her in New York. The cinematographer for Blush Erotica. Because these guys take it seriously with the women, and they're very.
I gotta show you something, really quick.
Go ahead.
Speaking of that, because I'm glad that I came back home.
Look at that booty. See, people, she has an amazing body. I love her. I told you, I never got an opportunity to work with a fitness spot.
Okay, well, I don't know where it is, but I came back because it might be upstairs. I might have been playing with it. I came back because all my camera
stuff
is here.
See?
So now it's an older camera, it's an older Nikon, but I'm like, I can still use that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize them old cameras, they take better pictures than your goddamn cell phone sometimes.
So I'm ready. So I've been practicing outside with this.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. That's the camera I had.
This Nikon?
That's the camera I had. Yes. The exact camera I had that I was making some of my footage with. Yeah. Yeah, I was doing POVs with it, and whenever I had my man Al around, or and my man Sanders worked the camera, that was the camera he was using. I had a 16 megapixel, I had the 12 megapixel, then eventually I got the 16 megapixel, and them pictures came out flawless.
Well, now they have those mirrorless cameras. They're like a lot of money. That's what I'm hoping to get one of these days. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Because to me, it's kind of like, I keep saying this. I understand everyone loves using their cell phone.
I understand. It's convenient. Yes.
But you can't hold that thing up, baby. Hold that camera back up. You see that? You see how big that lens is? You can't beat that. You can't beat that lens because you're getting everything. I can't get everything with this motherfucker here. Look how small that damn lens is. Let me show you the other phone, motherfuckers. Look how small that damn lens is. I had to literally hold the bitch way up here with the camera. I can do this. I can do right here. And I got everything. If I want to get long range, I can turn it this way. Period. So it's kind of like, and it's easier to get the content off, easier to edit. Because some of these phones, you can't get the content off if you look into your computer.
Yeah, or they took
straight up.
Yeah, when you're trying to get them on somewhere.
Yeah, because like, for example,
trying to upload stuff onto OnlyFans. I'm like falling asleep because it takes so long. My videos,
especially with your phone. Yeah. Your phone be sitting there for 2 hours uploading a 6-minute video.
Yeah.
Because even to the point, like, what people don't realize is sometimes we have to convert the video to make it smaller so it can upload faster. Period. And when you convert it, to make sure that it don't lose the quality, even though you make it the same.
Right.
So that's why I laugh at people. I'm like, and which is funny because I was watching this other podcast and they were talking. I never forget. It was Just Blaze. For all you rap fans, y'all know what I'm talking about. Just Blaze for Rockefeller. He said he was in a meeting with Jay-Z. This is when MP3 became a thing.
I remember those for a minute.
He said, how are we going to make money with MP3s now?
Right.
Period. And people noticed as the technology went up, things became more convenient. Guess what went down? The price. Well, you remember like the big screen TVs? Yeah.
Now they're on sale all the time.
Yeah. Even to the point, like one time I took one of my big screens. Now, mind you, the bitch cost about $2,000. Went to the pawn shop, all I got was $100. What'd that tell you people?
Well, Bobby, I need to go eat and get back on.
Because we just hit the hour mark, and it's the Blasian Goddess hour. So, and we will be back in Dos Weeks to give you more.
Because Mission needs to get some fuel so I can go on Sex Panther and do my thing.
Who you telling? I got this chicken parmesan. I got to put it up. It about to be.
Sounds good.
It about to be on. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
Well, right now, MissKellieShit.com. Or come visit me at Sex Panther. You can see me live. We can do a virtual call, and I don't know that link right now. But check me out on Twitter, not Instagram, Twitter, and you'll have all my information there.
There you go. And people, you know how we end this all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you didn't learn anything? Smoke that over. And I might have a story to tell because some of my friends at work, people at work, invited me to a party. And here's the kicker, right? I'm in an open marriage. My wife know the girl that I both be trying to bone at work. She asked me, she was like, so what you going to do when you get in the party? I looked at her like, okay, is this a normal party or y'all going to try to gang bang me at this party? Because they know I did.
Right.
And they seen
it. Wow.
I've been wondering why the DOM been giving me hugs lately. walk up in there and y'all make me get butt ass nigga, I'm like, all right, I'll run the room. Don't play with this nigga. I done did a reverse gangbang on more than one occasion, people. Bob can go. Don't get it twisted. So with that being said, tell everybody bye, baby.
Bye, everybody.
BeatStars.com.
Well, and she was puffing and puffing. I at one point was like leaned. It was an older hotel, so it had really big windows. So I was like at one point like completely naked up against the window, looking down the parking lot while she's taking pictures, and there's people walking. I was thinking,
I'm gonna do it my way. Fuck off, man.
Yeah. So I just right off the bat, I'm not gonna do something I'm not comfortable with. But I'm open. I'm upfront with people. People ask me, "Do you do this?" No, I'm sorry. Or, let me think about it. Or how into detail, because there's certain things that that I just don't want to do. Or I don't feel like I would be good at playing a role. And
does it hurt a woman's ability to create the fantasy if they know that she is attached?
I haven't had that issue yet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe and I think maybe some people enjoy watching that. With another person or just, I've heard that. I think it's just fun for us, and it brings us closer. We like to laugh, and there's been plenty of times where we'll cut that out later. We'll cut that out later. Just have fun together. We work out together. We go fishing together, and we go to the bar.
Yeah, I seen the camping pictures. She's sneaking dudes while they camp in the woods.
Squirting, things like that. So
yeah, she squirts.